All right, as you guys can see, Brandon is definitely a Honda head, and Miley's right here. So big shout out to Brandon. Thank you for allowing us to come by. The reason we're here today is because he's, in his own words, good morning, senor.
Good morning. How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for allowing us to come to your home. In your own words, you said that somehow in your head it makes sense to have a comfortable 800 horsepower CRV.
Oh yeah, SUV.
Okay, SUV, which is this one. And he's doing this just for fun and giggles because he had an EF wagon, but got rid of that, and then now he has this one, and he's going K and all that shebang. He'll show us in a little bit, but I know that you started to document all this stuff. So can you remind us of your YouTube channel?
Steak and Speed Garage.
Steak and Speed.
Yeah, that's YouTube, and then my Instagrams. We have shit up.
Cool. And then yeah, man, why are you doing this? Why are you so insane?
It's really just so this was my daily. I have an MDX, but I don't like to drive it, really just keeping the miles low. So this was my daily, and obviously I like horsepower, so it's just I needed more power in the car. And the B series, to build a B series reliable and get the power that I was trying to create, it takes a lot of money, and it only made sense to go K just because of the torque. You know, it's just a natural thing. So that's kind of why we did it, and the comfortability of the CRV, how comfortable it is. It has the table in the back, the ice chest, so we can still go to the park and do our thing, and then you know, eat up a couple track hawks on the way, hopefully.
He loves those Hellcats.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, obviously we'll touch base in some of the other projects that he has going on, but today we're really focused on this KRV, as he calls it. So yeah, man, what are you gonna be working on today?
Today I'm going to be doing, so I have a water to air setup for the turbo. So I'm going to be doing like wrapping up the lines. I mounted the cooler the other day and the water pump. I got to obviously feed everything and start working on the fuel line setup. So
cool. Yeah, man. Well, thank you so much again.
Yeah,
this is
no
cool.
problem.
I mean, because that one's K, the Integra, all-wheel drive.
Okay.
I mean, you're just going K all the way, all-wheel drive everything.
All-wheel drive everything.
And then you're going to be doing all-wheel drive on that one as well?
Yeah, D-Series, all-wheel drive on that.
Build D-Series.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just... And then obviously, for those that may not know, Miley is all-wheel drive, B-Series.
B-Series.
So.
And yeah, it's a that thing, man. We've been having transmission issues for the past, you know, 2 years, just beating up transmissions. So I finally built one. I just haven't got it in yet. It's just taking a little bit of time. Being one of the first like sets that are available on the market, it's a little bit harder to get done, but you know, a lot of machine work and stuff like that, but we're getting it done. So
is it the one that you've been waiting for a long time?
Yeah, well, it took a lot of money, so you know, it took me a while to actually accumulate everything.
So is that one though? You haven't put it in?
I haven't put it in, correct. I've dealt with a couple other built transmissions, but just no luck, no success. So this should be the one for sure.
H or sequential?
It's H pattern, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And that's what I mean by no flares. So you could leave this tape on, and then you could just slide it right into the end fitting, and then pull the tape off after, if you want, or take it off, do whatever you want. I mean, it's pretty close to.
It's close to starting?
Yeah, it was until the turbo manifold got here, and then I had to redo a bunch of stuff. So.
Oh my goodness. All right. So what are we starting at, man?
This is a K24A1.
Okay.
And I go with the K24A1s because they have a flat bottom, so you don't have to do any modifications to the Type S oil pumps. You could just bolt them straight up, and they're ready to rock. It is CSS block, Trom 11 5-to-1 piston, so a little bit higher compression than what most are used to. But with today's fuels, like, you can get away with a little bit higher compression versus what you're used to. Heads fully built, done by Portflow, valve springs, retainers, keepers, all that's good jazz. Lost motion assembly, stock Type S cams. Trans is fully built, Gear X 1 through 4 synchro set, and it has a 5th gear from a TSX, and then 6th gear cuff, LSD, brand new bearings, all that jazz. Triple disc clutch from Competition Clutch, and then it has the Clutch Masters Hydro Slave cylinder. This is a custom Speed Factory turbo manifold that was done for me to compensate for the V-band. This is the new G Series turbo. So I don't know if anyone knows about these G Series turbos, but they basically create 20% more power than any turbo in its size. And in doing so, you're able to compete with smaller turbo guys and create obviously more power.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is also the only turbo with a twin seal on both sides, so it can handle up to 1800 plus degrees and not have any smoking issues or blowing past oil seals like what most turbos would normally do.
Oh shoot.
So really good, reliable turbo for a daily drive, you know, what this car is going to be used for. So that's why we went this route a little bit more than, you know, the average turbo, but like I said, with that you get
those upgrades.
You get those upgrades with that. So dual ceramic ball bearings, the whole nine, tile 50 mil wastegate. All the fabrication is going to be done here by me, so that's pretty much that. Fuel is Skunk 2 rail, IDX 1700 injectors, twin 450 Bosch inline pumps, 2-gallon surge tank fed by a 255 lift pump that's in the original gas tank.
Wow.
Pretty much it. This is what we're going to be. Most are used to like an air-to-air cooler, but as everyone knows, like I do water-to-air systems. So if you guys follow like Kenji over at Greddy, he has the water-to-air setup, and he ties in the AC system. So basically the same thing that we're doing with this and this, tying in with the Demon Killer Chiller to a core that will keep the water cool. The water obviously is fed by the pump. Tank is what actually fills all the water up and holds the reservoir, basically what's left over. Comes down to a heat exchanger, and this heat exchanger is going to be worked off of a bypass valve. So basically when the AC cuts on, it will eliminate the water from flowing to this. So it will basically just work strictly off of the AC compressor. So you're not fighting chilling the water and, you know, trying to cool it. If it's a hot day, you'll be actually doing worse, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So yeah, that's fun. This is the Speed Factory. It's actually a race fuel cell that I cut and modified. They sent it out to me. I cut it and modified because it hit my tire.
I was about to ask, yeah, because you mentioned that on your video.
So I cut it pretty much, lost a little bit off of it, and then we're just using this as the reservoir for the air to water system. And if I need to put ice in it or whatever happens, you know, get that done. Mazier pump, best of the best, and then yeah.
Wow. So you said what kind of power you hoping?
700 to 800. Yeah. The goal is, I mean, everything here should make 800, so I don't see why not.
And then what kind of torque do you think you're gonna get?
If we can get in the 5s, I'd be happy.
Okay.
Like I said, it's got a higher compression, so the motor should make the torque and the power like on its own. You know, the turbo will just kind of be assisting it. So yeah.
And then the car was already all-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, it was already all-wheel drive.
What did you upgrade? Because I know you do some stuff with that.
I did. So we make drive shafts. So I used billet carrier bearings that we make, and then I made a 1310 drive shaft to accommodate for the power. Past that, I had to shorten it 3/4 of an inch because the K-Series transfer case sits a little bit farther back. But I technically didn't have to because we have 6 inches of slip inside of the drive shaft. So I could have just pushed it in a little bit and been fine, but I just made sure it was mid slip of the drive shaft and just cut the 3/4 of the inch off.
Okay.
Yeah, axles, it's got 1,000 horsepower, insane shafts. Front, the back, I'm trying to design a hub that will slide into the original hub. And basically you'll be able to bolt up Porsche 944 axles. Which are like this.
Wow.
So they're pretty solid axle, and you can get them fairly cheap, $300-400. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Versus spending $1,500 on some CRV axles that are still gonna break. You know, so.
It's been creative.
Yeah.
Super creative.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make 2 hubs, one to go into the actual rear end, and then one to go into the trailing arm to the actual wheel hub. And then, yeah, the Porsche axles should just bolt right up. And you can get those Porsche axles in different lengths too, because the 944s, they came, I think 9 or 10 different lengths. So
What?
yeah, you can customize it and get it to where you need to get it to. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow. When do you anticipate this is gonna be done?
I planned on 10 days from now.
10?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So the biggest thing was waiting for the turbo manifold to get here, which just got here.
You got two, no?
I got two. One for the CRX, and which is me and my business partner's project that we're doing, and then one for this one. So just built two identical manifolds because we're running the identical setups.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're building a CRX? I didn't know that.
Yeah, all-wheel drive CRX. That one we're gonna max that one out though. We should kiss close to 900, 1,000 on that. Yeah.
I don't even know why, but
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna ask why, but okay. Okay, so that's what you're working on.
Yeah. Yeah, just you know, today we're gonna do I had put the turbo and mounted everything, so I have the regulator mounted here, which was too close to this, so I'm now gonna move that over to here, redo some lines, and then I made a new bracket for the fuel pump that I just made a new bracket on Saturday. Wasted the whole day making this dang bracket because at the end of the day it fits, but the turbo is way too close to the fuel pump. So I wanted it in here, the fuel pumps, to kind of silence the noise from the cabin, because underneath the car, like, I mean, the car's sealed pretty good, so we'll see how it sounds, but I was trying to keep it in here to kind of isolate the sound, you know. Plus it was like a nice path of wind flow to get, you know, coolage on it. But
You invested the whole Saturday, now wasted it.
oh yeah, I wasted it. That sucks. Yeah, because I got this bracket that's good for nothing, which I'll probably use it on like a all-motor setup or something, you know, just so I didn't waste it. But yeah, I was like, when I got the turbo on yesterday, I was so mad. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That's cool. Well, I mean, that's the reason why you're doing it. You know, you're figuring out things out. And,
Yeah.
I mean, you're definitely getting creative, man.
And that's the whole point of the, you know, the YouTube channel is not to, you know, hopefully cut some of the steps in half so you don't have to do things 2 or 3 times. You know what I mean? There's a couple K-swap CRVs, but I haven't seen one that's in detail of this nature. So.
And this particular setup, right?
particular
So I mean,
setup.
even if there's K series,
Yeah.
there's different ways of doing things, and even just like the whole different route that you're going with other aspects of the build, there's always 1 or 2 different ways that you can do something that somebody might get interested in, and you're like, how the hell did you do that? And so that's the reason why it's important to document it. So
Correct. And you know, that being said, I'm talking to Speed Factory right now because I actually want to angle this. I want to make not a new one, but I want to design a new manifold that's strictly for CRVs, because K-swap CRVs are becoming really common right now. And if we can get this turbo instead of 90 or 45ing down right here and just got it straight up to right here, which we can do with
clearance,
we have so much room for activities, and we wouldn't have to be removing stuff like this over and over and over again. Plus, this is like the prime location for field travel. You know, you don't want to start sneaking stuff and, you know, getting out of symmetric. So
way to go, man. That's taking initiative, you know, working with the company and saying, look, I'm the one doing the work.
Exactly.
I can see how it can be improved, and it's up to that company, or maybe eventually if you have to do it yourself, that you have to take those changes. That's cool.
And you know, like I said, finding a good product on the shelf is really hard. So they already make half of this manifold ready to go. So if this just changes just here,
Gotcha.
it probably would make it even easier instead of adding these 45s in, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
So everyone always, since I posted the picture yesterday, I got, you know, 35 plus DMs. Like, why didn't you
calm down? You got 2.
No, like,
I'm kidding.
I was like,
no.
They were like, why didn't you go with a top mount or something? And obviously, I have an envision of what the car's supposed to look like. So that being said, like, that whole area that seems to be free right now won't be free. We plan to do like a fender exit out of the fender. And so I feel bad for anyone that pulls up on this side, because that's gonna suck. But I basically built this cutout right here.
Oh shoot, that was you?
Yeah, this is all me.
Oh, that's cool.
And basically this will come from the turbo dump, and then it will revert down to the stock exhaust system, well, 2-inch, and then we have a mechanical boost activated cutout flap that opens up on boost reference, or we hook up max solenoids to them and we can lock them open or close. So basically you can have it locked open, locked close, or work off of boost only. So you'll never have a back pressure issue. And this is pretty much going to come up like so, and then come and sneak up and come straight out of the fender. So
wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you document all that stuff. That's cool.
Big time.
Yeah.
So this nature, and from out of the pump straight into the water to air, back out of the water to air, into there. And then when the Demon Chiller gets here, it's like a 2-month wait. So I plan to have this car running already by then. So we'll just adapt it over there if need be, to get that chiller in. So right now we're pretty much just...
Alrighty guys, making our way home. Just want to say a huge thank you to Branden for allowing us to come by and just document a little bit of what he's working on. I know it's always more difficult to work when someone's there watching you or recording you, so I definitely do appreciate it, man. And please, if you guys get some value out of what he's doing, or just find interest, please show some love, subscribe to him. Man, it's difficult what he's doing. He's not just... It's not as easy as my channel, right, where I interview people and then I go ahead and edit. He's actually having to fabricate, you know, cut, put together, take apart, didn't work, you know, put it back, and still finds time to record and then edit himself. So if you guys can please show some support his way, I definitely appreciate it. So yeah, I hope you guys like that.